Hi there, I hope everything is great with you. We have something very, very valuable, an intellect. No, I'm not talking about our intelligence, which I'm sure is superb. I'm referring to something more subtle, something all souls have, and in Hindi is called buddhi, that part of the being that can be illuminated. Let's say you have a problem at work. Of course, you are capable, and with your intelligence, you can solve it. And you do come up with a brilliant solution. But then, the solution requires cooperation from people who may not be skilled enough or who simply won't cooperate. Maybe they are overloaded or they are resistant. Suddenly, that brilliant solution born from an equally brilliant mind doesn't work. Sorry, it's bright but useless. When you use the intellect, things change. Before planning or analyzing the solution, you pause by meditating or doing something that disconnects the intellect from the problem. And by doing so, it connects to God through yoga, to the universe, or simply to a deeper flow. From that space, a different idea emerges. You realize that you need to involve certain people before designing the solution. Maybe the process will take longer, the result won't look as perfect on paper, but everyone will feel part of it and they will support it. They will help implement it and the solution will quietly become real. When used well, the intellect complements our intelligence and even our intuition when it comes to making effective decisions. But for that magic to happen, the intellect needs a few things. First, attention. In a world that lacks attention, it's difficult to focus the intellect enough to cut the line, to disconnect it from the noise of the world and connect it beyond. Training attention helps and slowing down also helps. Concentration. Attention is difficult, concentration often feels impossible. A recent article mentioned film students who are unable to finish watching a movie. As a comparison, imagine a baking student being unable to finish the dough. Yes, something is off. Concentration can be created or rebuilt by simplifying, prioritizing, and training the mind gently and consistently. Meditation. Especially forms that actively use the intellect, like the Raja Yoga meditation. In this practice, the intellect connects to a clear, precise aim. It requires learning, dedication, and practice, but it's worth it. Because when the intellect is clear and it connects easily, life becomes clearer too. By keeping a clear intellect, decisions stop being just clever. They become wise. It's worth, and so take care of your intellect. See you next week. Bye-bye.